What if I told you that some people don't hate birthdays because they're boring, but because they see right through them? They don't see balloons, cake, or candles. They see time slipping away. They see another reminder that life isn't where it should be. So when everyone else is busy pretending a single day can make them special, they quietly opt out. Not because they're cold, but because they've already stared into the part of themselves that birthdays try to distract us from. You call it a celebration. They call it a performance. Think about it. Birthdays are just social theater. Everyone claps. Everyone posts. Everyone pretends. A ritual of artificial happiness. But some people, the quiet ones, they notice the cracks in the performance. They see how the same people who forget you exist 364 days a year suddenly remember your name when there's cake involved. They feel the fake smiles, the forced wishes, the cheap validation. So instead of playing along, they simply don't show up. People say, "Come on, it's your special day." But what if that's exactly the problem? For some minds, special feels fake. They don't crave attention because attention has always come with a stiff cost. Maybe they grew up never being celebrated, so the idea feels foreign, almost uncomfortable. Or maybe they've realized that birthdays don't actually celebrate you. They celebrate the idea of you that others find convenient. There's a quiet kind of rebellion in treating your birthday like a normal day. It's not sadness, it's awareness. It's understanding that time doesn't care about candles. The calendar doesn't pause to applaud you. Life doesn't suddenly get better because someone wrote HBD under your photo. When you stop needing that external validation, something changes. You start living for yourself, not for the illusion of importance that others try to feed you once a year. But here's the darker truth most people won't admit. Some of them don't celebrate because they don't feel like they deserve celebration. They don't hate the day. They hate themselves on it. It becomes a mirror that reflects everything they wanted to achieve, but didn't. Every year becomes a quiet confrontation between what I thought I'd be by now and what I actually am. And when that confrontation hurts too much, it's easier to pretend the day doesn't matter. Ever noticed how birthdays bring nostalgia, not joy? Because every candle you blow isn't just a wish, it's a countdown. You're older, but not necessarily wiser. You've gained years, but maybe lost direction. It's like watching your own progress bar move, but you're not sure if it's loading or glitching. The people who skip the celebration aren't being dramatic, they're being honest. They can feel that existential itch beneath the wrapping paper. And then there's the social side of it, the dark psychology of connection. Birthdays reveal how people truly value you. Who remembers without Facebook's reminder? Who shows up when there's no party? The normal day, people have already learned the answer. Almost no one. So they stop expecting it. They stop scheduling disappointment. They start treating their birthday like a regular day, because that's what it always was, just another page on a fake calendar. Of course, society hates this mindset. You're supposed to smile, to post, to perform gratitude for the likes you get. You're supposed to pretend that confetti equals meaning. But the ones who don't celebrate, they've detached from that illusion. They've realized that Silence on your birthday can be more peaceful than noise. They don't need the performance, the audience, or the applause. They've outgrown the act. But let's not make them sound like some enlightened monks. There's sarcasm in it too. Some of them watch others throwing parties and think, "Congratulations, you survived another year of bad decisions and fake smiles." It's not always sadness, it's cynicism. They see the absurdity of celebrating existence in a world where no one truly feels alive. To them, the birthday high is just another dopamine trap. Another temporary fix for people afraid to face the quiet truth. Time doesn't stop, and neither does emptiness. There's also a deeper layer: control. For some, ignoring their birthday is the only power they have over time. Everyone else lets the year define them, but they refuse. They take that day, strip it of meaning, and reclaim it as their own. It's not, "I forgot my birthday." It's, "I decided it doesn't control me." That's not apathy, that's autonomy. You can tell a lot about a person by how they treat their birthday. The ones who crave grand celebrations often fear invisibility. The ones who treat it like a normal day have already made peace with being unseen. They don't need to be reminded they exist. They already know, painfully so. Their silence isn't emptiness, it's understanding. And yet, deep down, some of them do want to be remembered. They just don't trust anyone to do it sincerely. They'd rather receive nothing than receive something fake. It's not that they don't care, it's that they care too much, and caring has burned them before. So they wrap their vulnerability in sarcasm and call it indifference. "It's just another day," they say, pretending not to notice that part of them still waits for a message that never comes. That's the paradox of it all. Not celebrating doesn't mean they've escaped emotion. It means they've felt it too deeply to keep pretending. Their detachment is armor. Their normal day is a quiet statement. "I'm done needing permission to exist." So the next time someone shrugs off their birthday, don't assume they're cold or emotionless. Maybe they've just learned the secret most people ignore: that the calendar is a lie, that time doesn't pause for applause, and that self-worth isn't built on candles or claps. Maybe they've simply grown tired of pretending life is something to celebrate, when they're still trying to survive it. And maybe that's the darkest psychology of all. Learning to find peace not in the noise of celebration, but in the silence that follows it.